Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. This is game number 5 of the best of 5 between Jaedong playing as EG the JDRC in the top right and Stardust playing for Team Light Esports. This is of course Team EG, the evil geniuses. And yeah, we are going to see game number 5, so it's 2 versus 2. Pretty nice games, most of them. Game 4 was kind of a, very fast game, which can be very nice, but in this case, it wasn't very nice. It wasn't very spectacular. The other games were pretty nice. So I do recommend you go and watch them, although, if you don't have time, that's fine too. I know it's exams time, and that is cool too. So, currently we are just putting out some probes, putting out some drones, some overlords, and of course the, kind of normal pylon in the front. It's kind of the same build over and over and over and over. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. It seems that they do not know where the opponents are because we do have scouts going out to the sides. And the scouting overlords are going to find absolutely nothing, which makes that, he knows where the opponent is, but he can't see what he's doing. And obviously we're going to get a forge and a gateway and a cannon and then the cybernetic score, and then we have a little bit of a gap that we're going to keep open for letting our troops through. And he did, he did get out with this this one Zergling. Did scout where his opponent is, but unfortunately was just too late, and the cannon already came up, so he couldn't run past it, because with one Zergling you will get shot before you get past it. With 2, of course, you sacrifice one Zergling and basically get in with the other one. Or you can take 2 shots on the one Zergling and run it back out, and then take 1 shot with the second Zergling. That should be back here by then, somewhere. I don't know. So our zealot is coming out, and the Zergling is going to get saved. So we are going to expand a second time, because he knows that the Protoss did not scout him yet. Protoss still scouting around, still trying to find that base. And this guy is going to go to the top left, and our probe here is going to go to the top right. But he should actually know where his opponent is, just straight from that. Straight from that scouting, because he wouldn't have been scouted by the Zergling, unless, or a drone for that matter, but unless there was something else going on. So unless there was cross positions. Because normally you send out your first overlord to the one side and then your other overlord to the other side. So there's really no reason for him to scout with a drone or, in this case, a Zergling, unless he actually was cross positions. But I guess that's too much of a, of a conclusion to really draw. And therefore he just sends out his units to whatever. And is he going to be able to... he's going to be able to take out this the zealot. But how many of his units will he lose to it? Only 1! Wow, could have even saved that, because if the queen joined in, I don't think that zealot would have gotten even the first kill. So, what are we doing then? It seems that... the Zergling, just scouted around a little bit, just like the zealot did. And we are currently just building up. We do have our little bit of an observer coming out. And with our observer out, we should be able to do pretty nicely. The research just finished. Okay. We do have the speed boost coming up from the Zerglings. And we do have roaches coming up. And roaches are not upgraded yet, but they will be upgraded eventually. So there we go, we get the next upgrade up, armor. So the ground troops already have the +1 to attack. Now they have the +1 to armor as well. And as you can see, the sentries are kind of readying themselves to be in this army to go and fight. They have plenty of energy to do so, and extra zealots will help out there. But well, he is just going to defend his new base now. Third base coming up for our Protoss, which means that the Zerg needs to expand to a fourth base, because well, 3 versus 3 bases, yeah, he's not going to win that. And I'm not actually sure if the Zerg player knows about this. He is going to know that after this attack, but not before. So it's going to take a while. There's the attack, well, the first part of the attack coming in. It's completely out of position, but sure. He did get to see that there was a base, I'm assuming. Actually, hang on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he did see that base coming up. So he did see that there was a base coming up, and that is the only thing he wanted out of that little Zergling army. And if he, or once he knows that, it should all be fine. So he knows now that that he's done one base. Well, he's actually equal in bases. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he does expand. He knows, of course, that he needs to be one base ahead of any Protoss player or Terran player for that matter. And we are going to scout this pylon. The pylons should be taken out pretty soon. Swarm hosts coming up. The swarm hosts are going to get some damage done, I think. Yeah, they're just free damage. Well, free damage insofar that you never have to pay for it again. But yeah, there was already an observer out. Remember that he produced that really as the first thing. And of course, with an observer, swarm hosts are going to be completely ridiculously bad. And he does have some more, but they are very far in the back, so they might actually be able to do something. But yeah, he does need to defend those, especially because there's an observer in the air. But even without an observer, it's really hard to keep them alive. Yeah, the Protoss army just marching into this base, going to take out the entire base in just one shot. Really not stopping with the attack. And then finally we have the roaches coming in. And the roaches are going to do very nicely against everything except for these immortals. The immortals are, of course, really good at shooting down things. And wow, look at that. Melting the entire Zerg army. And since this is game number 5, he's not going to give up. He's just going to burrow his troops. And hopefully be fine with that. So, it seems that, yeah, the swarm host did a little bit of damage, but not really a lot. And we lost a base, which is really bad. So, all in all, I would not want to be the Zerg player at this point. He does try to get in with some Zerglings, and the Zerglings are going to do fine based on the workers they kill. Obviously, they're going to get owned by once the army gets back. But they did take out a few workers. It seems he's 9 workers behind now. 9 workers. Yeah, that's probably not enough. Zerg needs to be ahead by a base, as I said, which is not 22, but about 14 workers, 14 to 16. And so, yeah, that is going to be significant. So the Zerglings finally get picked off, and the rest of the army is in his base. Is nowhere to be found, I wanted to say, but it is somewhere to be found. It is in fact in the base, and we are going to take down not... Well, no, this one's not going to go down. Not for now anyway. Seems that the swarm hosts have found their spot. And they now want to just move forward. Oh, take out a free stalker. Yeah, that was some bad micro there. He should have immediately fallen back. Because he had no detection with him, and he had no power, not enough power to actually make this work. So yeah, swarm hosts over here. They are unburrowed, so they are not producing those little baneling thingies. I forgot what they're called. They have a clever name, but I forgot. I completely forgot. So we are falling back, but yeah, the Protoss army is therefore just moving forward. There's really no reason for them to stop. He's going to take out this entire base, although not all of the drones. Oh, the drones, however, they are getting locked up here. They're well, just sitting on the side, and yeah, they're going to get taken out. Oh, he's not going for it. Wow. Just going for the units, and it seems that we're going to take out this base still. Yep, there we go. And then we're getting owned. Bye-bye. So, yeah. Protoss doing a good job of just taking out a second base with that army. And with 2 bases lost, it's going to be hard to come back. Let's see, resources lost. It seems that the Zerg player lost a whole bunch more. And then let's look at income. Yeah, the Protoss is at much, much higher income, both minerals and gas. And that is of course because of the way Zerg works. Zerg works only if you build an extra base compared to your opponents. So, behind on income, behind on everything basically. But yeah, behind on income, behind on army, behind on strategic choices, and with a whole bunch of swarm hosts, which are not yet one of my favorite units. Maybe they will be at some point. So we have overseers for the Dark Templar. Dark Templars still do a lot of damage, so it's not like you can just ignore them, but it is pretty hard to take them out in like the games for new players, but in these kind of games where you have all kinds of high level players, shouldn't be a problem. Because, well, the overseers are kind of a normal thing to build, and wow, did you see how perfectly they timed out? They timed out just at the moment they got that last shot off. And otherwise, of course, he would have just built more. And we are going to get these creatures now into the enemy base. We did reposition them a little bit, I believe. And yeah, just going to take out the free buildings, because why not? I mean, you have free units, might as well take out buildings for free. And buildings cannot run away, so they cannot run out of the range of these little thingies. Forgot what they're called, it's so stupid. It doesn't matter. So starting to take out drones here, probes here, and a new wave is going to come in. The new wave will be better at taking out everything because, well, the front part is gone. So there's nothing left to do, and in the meantime, yeah, the Protoss just once again going into these bases. Once again going to take out all of the bases here, and yeah, once again we have a base race on our hands, only this time, yeah, the Protoss is going to easily win it. There you go. And we will take a look at what he did, because I actually didn't pay attention, or didn't draw your attention to it, so you might have missed that. But yeah, I didn't want to draw too much attention to yet another base race scenario. Here you go with the Dark Templar. And yeah, this one was not nearly as exciting as the last one, even though the last one was also pretty uneventful. But yeah, this is how it's supposed to be played. You are going to be able to kill the entire enemy base if you get in there, and yeah, that's why you have an army, to prevent people from getting into your base. But in this case, not so much. So most of the army got taken out, and well, here you see the different. Here you see the army still being pretty big, and we are going to see what the rest of the game brings. Zealots coming in with the one immortal, and are we going to be able to do it with that? Because yeah, the immortal is going to be awesome, of course. More zealots coming in. Zealots are great at taking out bases as well as workers. They're good at that. So yeah, we are going to get this with just zealots, and the second base, yeah, that's going to be easy because well, he already has that huge amount of zealots, and yeah, there are not enough Zerg units here to just kill them instantly. And so next wave of zealots is coming in, and every wave is going to do significant damage. So unless you have swarm hosts up, this is going to be a hard strategy to go up against. Because preventing the mining, yeah, although that's very crucial, it is virtually impossible to do. And you can see here the Zerg is already at 0 income, whereas the Protoss is still at 1,000 income. And 1,000 income means you can build 10 zealots every minute. And yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, going to take out that last building. Well, not right here, but well, it's not too difficult. Obviously, the Zerg player is kind of done already, and he's going to lose building after building after building, and I guess, well, this is just the last building left, or the last, not so much building, but base. He is building the new base, and that is just no good. Can't have that. So yeah, there you go. As I said, Stardust is victorious, and he wins game number 5, therefore the entire series. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.